recording?
Mhm.
Okay. My name is Jordan Price, and this is my colleague Amanda Patterson. Today I will play the role of the instructional coach to demonstrate instructional strategies when building relationships with students or teachers. This video is broken into 3 parts. In part 1, we will discuss the importance of building relationships with teachers as adult learners. In part 2, I will share some effective strategies for communicating feedback to teachers. And finally, in part 3, we will look at effective approaches for building trusting relationships with students. In order to build trusting relationships with the staff, the instructional coach should establish some kind of common ground or try to make connections with the staff member. These connections do not necessarily need to be school related. Finding connections outside of the classroom, such as family, media, hobbies, sports, are a good way to make personal connections with staff members in a trusting relationship. Hi, Amanda. Thanks for helping me out today.
Thanks for having me.
I know you have kids. What are their names and ages?
I have 2 kids, Grayson and Violet. Grayson is 11 and Violet is 7.
Oh, awesome. Amanda and I could easily continue this conversation just talking about our children. Talking about each other's family is an easy and natural way to engage in conversation with others. When the instructional coach shows interest in their teachers' lives, it helps build trust, respect, and other things to build relationships. Part 2 is when an instructional coach is providing feedback to adult learners or teachers. It is important that these comments are made by the IC are not evaluative of the teacher's teaching, but rather focusing on strategies to improve student learning. When delivering feedback, the IC should use a pro-con-pro approach. First, the IC should recognize the teacher for something positive they noticed during their lesson. Then offer a suggestion to help improve an area of need. Finally, finish up by ending your conversation on a positive note. Thanks for allowing me to come in your classroom today during number talks. I loved how quiet and engaged the students were during number talk while they were attempting the problem on the board. I can tell you really worked with them on this skill.
Thanks. They've really jumped on board with number talks, and it's one of their favorite times of the day.
I noticed that some of the students would check out a little bit when they didn't get called on and they didn't get a chance to explain their thinking. I would suggest using a think, pair, share strategy during that time. That would allow the kids that didn't get a chance to share out, they at least get to explain their thinking to a friend, and they know that even if they didn't get called on, they still get a chance to explain their thinking to someone.
That's a great suggestion. I think the students will really enjoy that. I'll try it out during our lesson tomorrow.
Great! You really do a great job facilitating number talk, and I was really impressed with the mathematical language that they used during that time. In this example, the instructional coach was able to offer effective feedback in a polite, professional, and non-threatening way. When the IC communicates in a kind and respectful manner, the teachers are more willing to apply and incorporate strategies suggested by the IC into their teaching. And when it comes to building strong relationships with students, teachers should look for ways to establish connections with them just as they would with adults. Showing interest in things that they like or spending some time just getting to know them can really help build a trusting relationship. In addition, the classroom environment should be warm, inviting, and fun. Students should feel safe and loved in their learning environment. They need to know that it's okay to make mistakes, and that's how we learn. Taking the time to establish relationships with our students and creating a safe environment where students feel that they can learn will allow meaningful learning to take place.
All right. Thank you.